Garrison Artillery Volunteers, the GAV, operate and demonstrate British artillery of the 20th century, using the drills and orders of the time. This is the British Army's 25-pounder gun. It was developed from the 18-pounder and came into service just before the start of the war. It has a caliber of 3.45 inches, 87.6 millimeters, but is known as the 25-pounder because that is the weight of the shell it fired. Its range is 13,400 yards, or 7.5 miles. We lost 700 of these 18 and 25-pounders at Dunkirk. By 1945, over 12,000 had been made. The 25-pounder had to be pulled by a gun tractor, and for this purpose the Royal Artillery used two main vehicles. From the early 1930s, a Morris CDSW, and then from 1938, a Morris Quad, so called because it had four-wheel drive. The vehicle shown here is the beetle-backed Quad. You will notice that none of the external surfaces is horizontal. This was intended to make it easy to wash down the vehicle after a chemical or gas attack. The vehicle would transport the entire detachment of 6 men needed to operate the gun, which could be hitched directly to the tractor or, more often, to a limber holding the ammunition, which would then itself be hitched to the tractor. It is important to remember that in 1939 the British Army was the most mechanised army in the world. The Sexton, seen here, came into service in September 1943. The British had learnt the need for mobility in the fast-moving North African campaign, and, after some experimenting, they placed a 25-pounder gun on a Sherman chassis. It was successful, and over 2,000 were made. It saw service throughout the rest of the war and was landed in Normandy on D-Day. Each year the GAV give public demonstrations throughout England and occasionally abroad. We have been to France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Malta and Czechia. We operate the equipment using the drills which were in use during the Second World War, although small adaptations have been made to reflect the fact that today we fire blanks and not shells. As you can see, it demands concentration. But it's also possible to have fun. All members are encouraged to come to the GAV's annual training, which takes place at Easter. This is an opportunity to learn new skills, refresh old ones, and maintain friendships. Firing the gun requires everyone to know what to do and when. Mistakes or delay could mean that a target will be missed. The gun commander is called, in good military tradition, the number 1. Ammunition is passed to the loader who prepares it and then places it in the open breech. The number 2, with the ramrod, ensures that it is home and then closes the breech. On the command fire from the number 1, the gun layer, seated on the left of the breech, pulls the trigger and the gun fires. Another target destroyed. The Sexton proved its value on D-Day. The British were pinned down on Gold Beach by a German 88, which had destroyed a number of our tanks, and then a Sexton was called into action. It destroyed the 88 with a single round, and the advance could proceed. And that ends this brief introduction to the guns and the gunners of the Garrison Artillery Volunteers. Thank you for watching. We hope to meet you soon.